Thank you, Pat, and thanks, like everybody else has said, to the Pima County Sports Hall of Fame. Really appreciate and I'm honored to be here today. I'm also honored to be able to share this day with my wife, Lisa. Thank you, dear, for your belief in me and support over the years. The life of a coach's wife, especially in the college level, is one you can't prepare for. It's a unique existence. Someone. Okay, I did have my part in raising the kids, but there are days when you come home and say, "We're moving. Recruiting starts. I'll see you," and blah blah blah, and things have to keep going. So, thank you, dear. I could not have had this career without you. Wish my father could be here today. He recently passed away this past June. Wonderful man, 94 years old. He had a wonderful life. World War II vet. Came to Tucson after the war, built a life for himself. Became a small business owner in Tucson. And he never coached me, but really he was my first coach. A wonderful role model. As the owner of a business, he taught me, or instilled in me, it took a while because I was a rambunctious kid, but the importance of listening to what someone has to say, the perspective that someone brings to a conversation, as well as helping me become a better communicator, a more patient, poised communicator. Wasn't great at it all the time, but those are the messages that I got from my father. Those intangibles certainly extraordinarily important if you're going to coach and mentor young people. I miss you, Dad. Also over at table 15 and a couple at table 23, I got my band of brothers, my South Point buddies. About 50 years now. Not as long as these guys over here at Tucson High, but still, you get the point. We were classmates together, teammates together, at college we were roommates together, and we all had the same ambition. We wanted to all go back to South Point and teach and coach. And at some point in time, we all did it. We all shared that time together before some of us went on to some different things in our careers. As a kid, born and raised in Tucson, I actually believe that I grew up in what I call, for me, there's some younger people that may object, but the golden age of high school sports in Tucson. For me, age 10 to age 25 when I left, but 1968 to 1983. There were so many heroes and people to look up to in this town because I believe that every year, football, basketball, baseball, those are ones that were important to me. We competed for state championships and the great athletes that I got to watch, play against, play with, really helped shape me and create some dreams and opportunities for me, make some things possible. We built McHale, Fred Snowden came, Jim Young came. All of a sudden, it was a big deal. There were things that were possible that maybe we didn't think of before that could happen. My high school coaches, as I said with my South Point buddies, we all wanted to coach. That all came from the inspiration from our high school coaches, some of the other important people that were in our lives. I need to make mention of those. There's some repeats here, it's interesting. But for me, Gary Heinz, my high school basketball coach, who ended up giving me my first college basketball job. Football coaches, Jerry Davidge, Bill Tripp, Jerry Stitt, a baseball coach. These guys were all at South Point. They were young coaches, but we all could tell that there was going to be greatness. Sam talked about Jerry Davidge bringing him to Idaho, and Gary Heinz was a college coach for Fred Snowden, and Jerry Stitt was a long-time coach at the U of A. Jim Flannery gave me my first high school coaching job. Norm Patton, who became a friend over time, and also a mentor for me, and then of course Coach Olson. Before I left Tucson in '83, Coach Olson got hired, and I had always dreamed of being a high school. I wanted to be the high school basketball coach at South Point. But once I think I shared this at the press conference, but after a couple years of teaching and coaching at South Point, I realized Jim Flannery was only 34 years old, and he wasn't going anywhere for a long time. And so I said, the Final Four was in Albuquerque in '83, and I drove out there, and I just got inspired. I didn't know how I was going to make it as a college coach, but that was what I wanted to do. What I didn't realize at that time is that all the people that I needed to know in my life to help me in my career I'd already met here in Tucson, Arizona. I walked into Coach Olson's office 2 weeks after he got hired and just walked up to Lydia, who was the secretary, and just wanted to meet Coach. And he was very polite. He moved me down the hallway to Scott Thompson, created a relationship there. 15 years later, I was coming back to the University of Arizona to be an assistant basketball coach. For a native son of Tucson and a U of A alum, to come back and work for that program, that was an absolute dream come true. Certainly it launched me to head coaching opportunity at Oregon State University. Basketball took me to every state in the country and 20-some every state in the union and in 20 different countries. Coached with Hall of Fame guys and numerous pro basketball players, meaningful relationships for a lifetime. But the wild thing about it all is it all started in Tucson. Everybody that I needed to know, I had already met by the time I left. And for that, I'm just, again, I'm such a proud Tucsonan. I'm a forever Arizona Wildcat, forever South Point Lancer. And congratulations to the rest of the inductees. You know, your stories are fantastic. I'm excited to hear the rest. It's a proud day for me. Thank you very much.